Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to OLC TV for some more Total War 3 Kingdoms, the new Fates Divided DLC. A big thank you to CA for giving me early access. Today, with our faction preview series, we are going to be having a quick look at Liu Bei. Now, Liu Bei is still the I can't bear saying that word, but yes, he is still the virtuous idealist. His playstyle is still, please be friends with me, and his starting situation is easy. Now, if you look on the map initially, you might not understand why it's easy, but I'll explain why as we enter the game itself. Same unity mechanic, we still have the same E archers who should actually be in Western China, not in Eastern China. And we have, of course, Guan Yu, Zhang Fei, and Zhao Yun, who I don't think need me to introduce. We have Integrate, we have Unify, and we have the Shuhan Tax Collection. We're humble, fraternal, we're kind. We definitely don't butcher innocent civilians in Chengdu. And we have plus 100 faction support, 50% reduction upkeep for militia infantry, and plus 3 starting rank for militia recruits. Although Liu Bei has grown in power, he has suffered fate's mixed fortunes and the sting of betrayal along the way. Yet he endures. Although sworn to Cao Cao, Liu Bei does not trust the cunning warlord, yet nor does he trust any other rising power. Liu Bei's goal is still the restoration of the Han, to which he is nominally attached by blood. To see this goal realised, he will align himself with whoever he can and betray who he must. Now, this is a much more accurate representation with the background than you get with the traits. I don't believe he really wanted to restore the Han to maintain the Emperor as the person in charge. I believe he thought that the current Imperial line had also run its course and heaven was not favouring them. But I think he saw himself as the viable option over time. Similar to how Cao Cao, I think, was hoping to set his family up to be power behind the throne, but soon realised that his son should be prepped to take over on his death. Anyway, having a look at the map here, Liu Bei was in Shu province. He was losing wars to Lu Bu. Cao Cao helped him. He became a vassal of Cao Cao and was kept as a very close aide, actually, one of Cao Cao's inner circles. But whilst he was going to chase down Yuan Shu's army in the final death throes of Yuan Shu, he decided to betray Cao Cao and retook Shu province because, of course, he had been made governor of Runan. Now, this didn't go well for him historically. Cao Cao wiped him out very quickly, and where this game starts, he is already pretty much wiped out, and he should be running for his life up through Yuantan to Yuan Shao. But of course, the game sort of conflates the time period here just to play out that narrative, which I think is really cool. Actually, at this starting date, he should be down here with Gongdu, working with Gongdu. But that doesn't matter for the sake of this. They finally have Gongdu in the right area. Gongdu is a potential friend. To the north, we have Yuantan, who is a potential friend, even though they were former enemies fighting over Pingyuan, and Yuan Shao, who is your ally. Other than that, nothing much else has changed. Let's get into the game.
时势造英雄。然，英雄与奸雄，仅一线之隔。纵是天纵之才，孤掌亦将难鸣，只可为一时之杰。人尽事则，自然之理。但智者当知晓，何时应搁置野心，共图大业。弱肉强食尽，分 分道扬镳时，生死存亡之局拉开帷幕，中焉之战，唯有一人能笑到最后。主公自统辖陶谦所托之地以来，治之严明，对其百姓皆一视同仁。其间虽有袁术违逆，亦已破之。此时祸端又起，曹操之势渐长，天下必将动荡不止。曹孟德倚仗兵多将广，以吞并广大领土，又以护卫天子之名，行不臣之实。但主公并非孤军奋战，袁绍权势之盛，足以与曹操等量齐观，但彼之优柔寡断，或将成其败亡之机，主公切不可掉以轻心。此外，我方得道多助，有一众黄金余部愿与主公共抗曹操。在主公与袁绍的盟军正面御敌时，在边境对曹军加以袭扰。假使时运不济，未能成事，主公可托付荆州刘表，其必将欣然应允。主公乃汉室之后，而如今匡扶汉室，重振龙威，成就汉室中心之重任，非主公莫属。
So here we are, thank you advisor, a vassal no more. Cao Cao, the oppressive snake that he is, has proven himself an untrustworthy lord by showering gifts on me, making me part of the inner circle and generally working towards my betterment, promoting me to be a governor officially rather than an unofficial one from Tao Qian, and all of these horrible things that he did to me. Anyway, conflicts between him and Yuan Shao are inevitable, and now is the time to rise against the manipulative leader and gain your freedom. It is best to prepare now, so that you are strong enough to strike should his eye fall upon you. We need to control Xiapi, and we will get 2,000. Boiling point. Now is our time to break free from his rule. Cao Cao's eyes turn to his northern border as overwhelming forces of Yuan Shao move to depose him. Reports reach us daily of burning farmland in Runan as Yellow Turban forces continue to incite unrest and gather strength. These reports, by the way, his job was now officially governor of Runan. So they were his people reporting to him. They were his administrators reporting to him that there was this trouble happening. And Cao Cao is fighting a war on all fronts, a tribute to his ambition, but also a monument to his foolishness. Now we shall move in from the east and use this chaos to our advantage. Mount an offensive and take down Cao Cao. Sun Ce and Yuan Shao seem like they could be useful allies. I have to say, Sun Ce was no friend to Liu Bei at this stage. He was trying to stay out of this northern mess because he had his own problems down south that he was winning, frankly, but he had his own things. And beware of Chendong on the south and the Bandit Queen to your north. A man of great renown, one of your newest recruits has shown great promise, performing beyond expectations. Thus, he has been granted command as a general. This warrior, Wei Yan, has arrived with me 8 years earlier than his first historical reference with Liu Bei. Promises to shine brightly with the promise of a glorious future. Of course, he actually, Wei Yan is from sort of around this region here, and joined up after Liu Bei went to Liu Biao's territory, which doesn't happen until sort of 206-ish, 207. So anyway, they get a lot wrong with Liu Bei, but they're doing it for the right reasons, shall we say. Anyway, Liu Bei's faction overview. There he has his big four: Guan Yu, Zhang Fei, Zhao Yun. He has Chengwei as well, an abundant talent, a very upset gentleman, frankly, but he's a very solid administrator. If you look at his stats here, he's clever, he's cunning, he's distinguished, he's incredible. Lady Mi, our wife, with Mi Feng and Mi Zhu, the brothers-in-law. Mi Zhu, head of propaganda. Mi Feng, one of the people who betrayed Guan Yu did not get on with Guan Yu. Jian Yong, eldest friend, been with Liu Bei since the beginning, and also another one of the propaganda merchants and emissaries. Tao Shang, the son of Tao Qian, and of course Wei Yan, as we've discussed, the disobedient tiger. We're definitely giving him scare. We are 100% giving him scare. This guy is a monster in battle. Wei Yan, arguably, was probably Liu Bei's greatest fighting general. Zhao Yun, it's hard to say because there's so little historical fact written about him. So much is mythologized, we don't know exactly the truth. Guan Yu and Zhang Fei, we have a much more dependable picture, and we know that Zhang Fei was probably a better tactician than Guan Yu. But Guan Yu was probably more reliable in independent command than Zhang Fei. Which is why Zhang Fei spent most of his time alongside Liu Bei, with Liu Bei as the army commander, whilst Guan Yu spent most of his time operating alone. Wei Yan, however, was not just the monster that you see here as a sort of champion / vanguard. He was a strategist too, in his own right. He could do everything. He was brilliant. He really was brilliant. He was the mastermind behind the defenses that meant the Shu did not fall in his lifetime, despite multiple attacks. Chengwei was the person who pulled them down. So yeah, these are the guys you have. Chengwei, as you can see, is slightly pissed off, but you can sort that out with toys, and also in your court you have positions that you can hand out. Should you wish for Chengwei to get it, you can. You also have Tao Ying here, who of course is the other son of Tao Qian. Now, other than that, you can see we have here Donghai and we have Xiapi, the city, but we don't have Xuexian here. There's Cao Cao's army here at Pengcheng, and Cao Cao has his new tiger cubs, which are really good. He's got his Qingzhou halberds, which are not super great, and he has his Qingzhou assault troops that are really quite surprisingly hard hitting. Though they are unruly and, late game, I think they may have problems. He has a crap battlefield strategist, but a genius nonetheless in Xunyu here. We have Guan Yu with a collection of peasants with sticks. So this is not actually a battle you can win. You need to rearrange this. Your main focus is with this army here and taking Xiapi. This is the main aim. Now, up here, Cao Cao has a little bit extra territory, and then there is Yuan Tan. So if you go up here and take this, you are guaranteed to have a level of peace, because this is the vassal of your ally. You are allied to Yuan Shao. However, you need to pay attention, because down here is Cao Cao's ally, Qiandong. Liu Bei knows Qiandong. Qiandong was Liu Bei's official. And then he was Lu Bu's official, and then he surrendered to Cao Cao, and now he is Cao Cao's official. And he runs this place pretty effectively, and he will attack you from behind at Donghai Haixi. So although this is an easy start, you have a lot of friends, a lot of allies, you need to focus yourself. You need to pull back, deal with Cao Cao here, because his job is to take Xiapi from you. So he's going to come in here no matter what. You want Guan Yu back in the town to defend, build out your army, maybe bring out Chengwei, maybe Miju. Neither of these guys are particularly good right at this moment, but Miju probably has, with fire arrows, he's probably a better choice as a battlefield strategist. And prepare to defend for all of your life. On this front, actually, you don't want these guys here as a trio. You probably want to split off Zhang Fei, because he has the super fast being a vanguard. He moves more quickly, and bring in another strategist, but you don't have huge amount of strategists right now. Have Zhang Fei bugger off, maybe put Wei Yan in with him and another strategist there. So you have 3 armies on the go. Liu Bei himself, you want to rock straight in here and just start taking ground. So it says a close victory. We don't have any extra shiny troops here. We have the E-marksman. There's nothing new for Liu Bei's faction. But let's get into the battle anyway, so we can have a nice fight, and then we'll deal with all the new toys afterwards. Okay, so here we are. Let's just shove everyone back here for a second. Of course, we're Liu Bei, so we are militiaed up. We've got a nice little hill here to work with. We're going to have shields, and then shield and shield. They're not very good shields, but they're better than nothing. We're going to have this one unit of really top quality archers, actually. And then we're going to shove our missile fodder behind. Decent cavalry. Of course, he should have decent cavalry. He was the commander of 1,000 Wuhuan riders, elite riders for... She'll put you with them. For Gongsuzan. So he really had quite good cavalry, though of course these probably weren't the 1,000 that he started with, but he knew cavalry. Liu Bei knew cavalry. He was a cavalry officer, of course. Zhao Yun as well was a pretty solid cavalry commander. Zhang Fei was a little bit more of an all-rounder, to be fair to him, though he did command Liu Bei's bodyguard cavalry until Zhao Yun took over, and then Zhao Yun and Wei Yan shared joint command of Liu Bei's relative bodyguard units for a good chunk of their careers. Let's bugger off around this way. Everybody else get into positions. Zhao Yun, you're coming off around here. Yeah, Liu Bei, we need you here because you've got the missile deflect. You boys kind of went the wrong way around that, but it'll be alright. You've got shields. You'll be fine. Alright, lads. Advance. Advance to here. Zhao Yun, you're coming around the flank because Zhao Yun is an absolute beast. Okay, you're good. Zhang Fei, your turn. You're coming over. We're leaving the cav behind for now. Liu Bei, I want some of this. Alright. And let's have axes go. Sabers go. Sabers go. Where do I want these axes? I want these axes here. 1, 2, 3. Advance up. You boys are shooting already. Rush them. Rush them. Cav and cav. All the way around. Go, go, go. Go nuts, boys. Go nuts. Right, go to support their flank. You are going all the way around, please. And I think you guys can shift around here as well. Liu Bei advance. Charge, my man. Charge. Get him. Get him, get him, get him. Advance round. Keep going round. Well done, my man. In we go. Chase him off. Smashed. You're coming round and in. Cav 1. Cav 2. Gank him. I know you're thinking I could get these guys in the wood here, but Zhang Fei's already there anyway. So we may as well let him have it. Come on. Smash in here. Don't advance too far. There's a good boy. Time for a roar. Okay, Liu Bei, chase. Axes, in. Nicely done, nicely roared. Jabby, jabby, pokey, sticky. Well done. Let's advance up here. Let Zhao Yun chase. Advance. You axe types, advance. Come on. Now's the time. Now's the time. Charge. It does grow closer. Have you killed them off? Good. Come kill these ones now. There we go. There we go. Very easy. It is, of course, baby's first battle. Our crap militia are starting to suffer. So let's throw in the man himself. Kill. They are going to die. That's fine. Go on, you can come over here as well. Give him a helping hand. I think as soon as he hits, we do a little bit of a shout. We might be able to break these chaps. There we go. Oh, they ran just as. But we're done. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Decisive victory. Yeah, Cav for the win. Axes and sabers are just so good at chopping through that kind of dross that the AI had there. Shame we had the G Militia. I know G Militia can be quite good, but I just think they're so much better in the game. They are, I mean, like bang for buck, they're really good G Militia. I shouldn't knock them too bad, but I prefer my sabers. Imperial favor is lost because Cao Cao has positive Imperial favor, and we'll occupy this. Mission complete. Woohoo! Establishing order. There we go. With the settlement's liberation, the people here are freed from oppression. There's a small start, but significant. All of China must know this same freedom. Mounting offensive. Now we need 24 units, and we will get lots of bonuses. Now, let's talk about the new things. Liu Bei, unlike Cao Cao, who has schemes, there's the inheritance set up for Liu Yan, and then Yuan Shao has his, Captain's Armory. Liu Bei has none of those, but he does have access to this, as do all the other factions. Imperial Intrigue is like a grand strategy diplomatic scale setup, where, as you can see, if you have really, really, really good favor, you'll get plus 10 satisfaction, plus 20 diplomatic relations with Han, minus 10 faction corruption. And you may get aid from the Emperor. However, every time you attack Han factions, your Imperial favor will decrease. So this is something you need to pay attention to. If you wanted to increase it through political maneuvering, were we to click on this, confirm action, boom. Up to 72, it's going to give us a series of bonuses. And eventually we will unlock missions as well that we can use to do certain things. I don't know if you know about the Jade Girdle missions and stuff like that, but they may well be in the game. Other than that, the other thing that has changed is the Faction Council. Now, we cannot recruit anyone at this moment in time as Liu Bei. However, were we to have, let's say, all of these filled, that means we would be given the option of 2 choices per minister. So 10 choices in total. We can only choose 1 to do out of this entire 10. Some of them will cost you small amounts of gold, some of them will cost you large amounts of gold for a benefit. Some of them will just automatically seal a trade deal with a similarly minded faction. Some of them will launch pirate raids against an enemy's coastal settlements. Like, they have lots and lots of options, but you can only choose 1 per session, which means you really need to think hard about what you need. But, yes, other than that, Liu Bei, he only has the option for a Chancellor and for his faction heir. His situation here, like I said, deal with the defensive of Cao Cao. Once you've beaten his army here, he has nothing else nearby because he has Shahuyuan is down here and he needs Shahuyuan to deal with Gongdu. His other armies are fixated against the north, so no one's going to come and help him once you have beaten his army here. You need to be wary of Zhongjiang. You are at war with her. But like I said, sucker him in, defeat the armies, build out your force here, counterattack. Let Liu Bei deal with this Langyan Dong, okay? And that will set you in good stead. Keep a weather eye over here. Maybe you might want to just pop in an army into Donghai, a small army in Donghai, just in case. But he doesn't have a big army, but he will definitely attack you. I know it says, but perhaps he is but, what does that say? Perhaps he is but a puppet, as I was. He is, and as a puppet, he will attack you. Just bear that in mind, okay? Don't get suckered in by thinking that he's not going to do anything. Right, that is it from this preview. I hope you have enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.